Trying out
He's fresh.
He's singing for a singing group?
I have no idea. Was it the 3 Degrees?
It's 3 Degrees. Wait a minute. American Idol just started back up, didn't it?
Hey.
Come on, cool. Got the line here and everything.
Only in L.A.
Lakers curious about this race for 8th, likely who they'll play in the first round of the playoffs. Check this out. A lot of these teams in action tonight. Grizzlies currently holding down the 8th spot. However, things are not going to be easy for John Morant and company down the stretch. Let's give you the road ahead presented by Dodge. So, if you haven't seen it already, John Schumann of NBA.com has done a tremendous job
every year
breaking down and analyzing the final stretch of the season in terms of toughest and weakest schedule. Memphis has the most difficult remaining schedule in the entire NBA. Look at the other teams that are chasing Memphis right now. Portland's got a whole bunch of home games. San Antonio trying to make it 23 consecutive years making the playoffs. Well, they've got to play a bunch on the road. Meanwhile, New Orleans has the easiest remaining schedule. However, what I want to point out about New Orleans is they do have back-to-backs coming up once March 1st rolls around. Remember, they didn't have any in the entire month of February. So will Zion, as we've been told, will sit out at least one of those games in each back-to-back. So which one of these teams do you think the Lakers don't want to see in terms of a first-round series? Is there one team that, okay, maybe
I'll say New Orleans.
You say New Orleans.
Yeah, but for this reason, look, they're going to be the healthiest. You look at Portland. New Orleans, to me, got a sneaky chance of getting that 8th spot because you just said it. Memphis' schedule is brutal. All right, and then they're playing playoff teams that need to win games. So it's not like they're playing teams that don't care. They're playing teams that got to win. So it's going to be tough for Memphis. Then you look at Portland. Dame Lillard is out. It's going to be hard for them to win, even if he's out 4 or 5 games. That's 4 or 5 games out, Damian Lillard. You're already 3.5 back. You could be 6 back by the time he comes back. But you look at New Orleans. They got the easiest schedule. They're getting healthy. Zion Williams is starting to get in shape and play like we all thought he would. So if Memphis collapsed, you look at that right now, this New Orleans team poised to take that 8th spot. And if you're the Lakers, would you want to play this New Orleans team? No, because you haven't had a good taste of Zion Williams. You haven't seen Brandon Ingram since he's been an all-star now, Lonzo Ball. And then you got to look at Ingram, Ball, having been through that fiasco last year in L.A. With those feelings that they have, a young, motivated Zion that the Lakers haven't played against yet. So, to me, that New Orleans team would be the team they wouldn't want to play if it was me.
You know anything to add to that, Jared? A seasoned veteran with Drew Holiday running the show. So everything Sam just said with Drew Holiday, who's not going to get too high, not get too low, understanding the moment. Yes, if somehow
JJ Redick.
Man, if somehow they could get some push and get in there, yes, the Lakers do not want to see them. Portland, they'd be banged up. The Spurs, if they could find something,
they can't beat the Lakers.
DeMar DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge, they'll make it exciting, but they won't be nervous like what New Orleans would make them.
Think about this. The Lakers haven't seen Zion Williams. So it's going to take you at least a couple games, 3D, to get a feel or try to figure out what type of defense you can play against this guy and who can guard him.
Yes. No, all those great points. And I'm sorry, Jared, but the fact that you're trying to figure out Zion, but you have Zoe, Drew Holiday, and Josh Hart, the 3 guards who are willing to pass and move the ball to make that old. Let's face it, LeBron's getting a little older. Much as we love LeBron, we're getting a little older now. That means you're going to make that defense work because you got guys willing to share the ball.
The only guy on the Lakers team, size-wise, big enough, quick enough to have a chance to guard Zion is LeBron. And you cannot put LeBron on Zion Williams because he's going to touch the ball too much and he's going to be going at LeBron too much. He's going to beat him up.
He's going to beat him up,
and I wouldn't overlook what the point you made, the motivational factor.
Those 3 young guys coming back.
Ingram, Lonzo
Josh Hart,
Ball,
all them guys coming back,
So the Pelicans do have 4 back-to-backs remaining. So let's just assume Lonzo doesn't play those 4. There's a lot of pressure on the games he does play to win.
No question. From here on out, if you're dead serious for the excitement, yes, you have to win every game possible, knowing you may lose one here or there. But to your question, that's some of the medical staff and Alvin Gentry going to sit there and say, hey guys, we're close to getting the playoff guy. Right. We need big fella tonight, and you might have to let him play.
Well, look at the teams ahead of them, though. They all got problems. Look, Memphis healthy, but they got the toughest schedule in all of the NBA. And then you look at Portland, they're beat up and banged up. And then you look at San Antonio, they can't win on the road. And at the end of the day, you look at this New Orleans team, man. They're young, they're athletic, they're just now starting to hit their stride, they're getting healthy at the right time. And who would have more motivation to get that A spot so they can play the Lakers? Can you imagine Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and Zion Williams going into the Staples Center to play in the first round of the playoffs against the Lakers?
How many games would the Pelicans take the Lakers?
I think they'll take them to 6 games.
Ooh. If Drew Holiday, I think still, as much as we're giving Zion love, Drew Holiday is the key to the series because he can control the tempo and control the game. If he plays at a high level, I can see it.
Well, just look at the matchups. Brandon Ingram. I mean, they can force the Lakers to play smaller. They can take the big guys off the court. And they can still stay big because their big guys are long and athletic.
Well, the Pelicans enter tonight just 3 games back of the 5 games back to the loss column of the 8th place Grizzlies. All right, here's Zion. Mardi Gras looked like a lot of fun, but I am locked in on the season right now.
Oh, I like that, young fella. I like that. You got plenty of Mardi Gras to go to.
Well, think about this. He's missed a lot of games, man. So he's ought to be excited about playing.
Do you like the Mardi Gras uniforms that the Pelicans wear?
Not bad. Look colorful.
We'll take on LSU uniforms, right? Sunday on NBA TV, you'll get to see Zion in action against the Golden State Warriors. Second half of our doubleheader, which all gets started with the Auto Trader pregame at 5:30 Eastern. That's Sunday. We're coming back with more on this Friday next.